What's up, everybody? Good afternoon to you. It is Monday. You never hear TGIM, do you? I didn't think so, either did I. Well, we've been following the case of retired police chief Andreas Probst. Now, he is a retired police officer from California who, in his retirement, moved to Las Vegas. A lot of us have been to Las Vegas. Myself, I used to live there. It's not all glitz and glamour like people think. It's one thing to vacation there, but it's a whole other thing to work there and live there. Now, this retired police officer apparently in his retirement enjoyed riding his bicycle, right? I mean, it's a great way to stay healthy and fit. And Andreas Probst, he was seemingly just every other morning, like every other morning. It was very early. It was somewhere around 6 a.m., I think. And I have to correct myself, you guys, because some people, thank you, Bill, some people had let me know that this other defendant was not black. So we had one black teen and one Hispanic teen. So I want to correct myself on that. Not like that has anything to do with their actions. But I do have to correct myself because my last video on Andreas Probst was black teens ran over retired police chief. Now that we got that out of the way, I want to speak with you guys really quickly about the border issue. Some of you had given me negative feedback on my video with George Soros. Okay, look, I don't want you to agree with me on everything. There is a method to my madness. No, I do not want everybody in Texas to have to foot the bill, or Arizona, or New Mexico to have to foot the bill for all of these illegal aliens that are invading our country and other countries. And it's all military age men. So that alone should raise a red flag. Mark Moss, great channel on YouTube. He explains the invasion very well and what we need to do to stop it. Okay. So I got negative feedback. Number one, I don't want all you to agree with me on everything. We should be able to, you know, discuss things. We should be able to voice differences of opinions. No, I'm not a fan of Joe Biden. I'm clearly voting for President Trump again. So here, I said it's a good thing that he is against busing people all over the country. And here is why. Because again, there's a method to my madness. If they are all in a condensed area, which again, how are we going to stop them from leaving? Right? Seemingly our government has lost track of every one of them, including terrorists and murderers and rapists and all this, that. I said what I said because our Constitution, Article 1, Section 10, it says that we as states, and especially the bordering state, you can protect it. If the government isn't doing it, then by your constitutional rights, these states can enact kind of like a martial law. It's if the government ain't able to do it, then citizens are supposed to step in, right? That was the method behind my madness. I'm not for Joe Biden, nor will I ever be. I'm not for keeping all of these invaders in Texas and Arizona. I know what you guys are going through. I would never wish that on you guys, but I feel like if we have them spread all over, which all of these governors have done, they are complicit in my eyes. DeSantis, Abbott, Katie Hobbs, they're busing and flying migrants all over the place, aliens, illegal aliens, invaders, whatever you want to call them. So that I wanted to squash that really quickly. I think that we're allowed to have differences of opinions. You might not feel the same way, and that's perfectly fine. We don't act like radicalized leftists. I'm unsubbing to you because we don't agree on one thing. Well, I don't like mustard. I'm always going to use this as a reference because I absolutely detest yellow mustard. Now I like brown mustard. I think it's good. I just don't like yellow mustard for some reason. And I know it's crazy because it all comes from the mustard seed, but still, like, ugh. How is everybody today? Glamma, Unicorn, what's up? Mike Webb. Oh, they are flying. Okay, so in the video with Mark Moss that I shared it on my community post last night, Mark Moss was on his way somewhere, I forget, Ecuador or somewhere, right? And there were all of these African men from Africa, right? From Zimbabwe or some fucking place, I don't know. And nobody spoke English but one. And they were all military age men. And guess where they were headed to? Our border. We're letting in 106 different countries. It's not just Mexican. So please, you guys, don't attack just Mexican people because it's not their fault. They're only doing what they're told to do. And keep in mind, when these migrants, aliens, invaders, whatever you want to call them, they cross our border, they're getting hella paid. They're getting $2,200 per month. They're getting government issued IDs. I wonder why. They're getting scooters, clothing, food, accommodations. So why wouldn't they? Tell me that you wouldn't, if you lived in a third world country, that if you all you had to do was pay a coyote or somebody, what, I think 5 or 10 grand to get you to America's border, and all you got to do is walk in and you're handed a free phone and everything else, you wouldn't do it? Come on, they're coming in droves, and that's why. But the thing is why is our government on both sides? Why is our government on both sides lying to our faces and saying that it's women and children? They need to escape. They're seeking asylum. Military age men from all 106 countries that are coming through our border are not seeking refuge. This is an invasion. And Article 1, Section 10 of the United States Constitution states we can protect our own borders. But no governor has enacted that. Not one of them. So I'm wondering over here going, well, since Abbott is part of the WEF, he's part of the World Economics Forum, it kind of makes you wonder, like, he's a part of all of this, and it's Agenda 2030, and it's happening. It's like 1984, but in 2023. I think Agenda 30 is happening a lot quicker, and it will be happening a lot quicker than 2030. I think it's happening now. And I feel like I have a really good video from a TikTok from a Chinese Communist Party, right? And I want to show it to you guys really quickly. It's under a minute long, I think, but then I want to get into what this asshole teen said about his arrest with Andreas Probst. I feel so terrible for his family. My most heartfelt condolences goes out to the family of Andreas Probst. This is absolutely terrible. It's horrific. Nobody should go through this. But today's society, oh my God, it's almost like we have to accept, not accept it, but we can. We don't have to accept it. We should expect it. That's what I mean. All right. All right. Sorry, you guys. I didn't prepare myself. I thought that was going to come up, but like not that quickly and not like so I didn't have it all ready for you guys to go. Did you hear the sound? Okay. We're going to explain how Greg Abbott is part of the WEF, you guys. TikTok is an asshole. I love that word, asshole. I use it all the time. Call my dogs assholes all the time, and they are, dude. They are assholes to the 100%. All right, watch this, y'all. This is crazy. This is cray. I'm on TikTok. It's Just Gen YouTube, Just Gen YT if you want to follow me there. I just haven't logged in yet.
It officially declares an invasion at the southern border by the Mexican drug cartels. So you mean to tell me this, that Mr. Greg Abbott from the World Economic Forum finally figured this out after 6 to 10 million have already crossed through your border? You know that they're all military age males, right? You know that they did announce, even Greg Abbott announced it. The kids were coming over with wristbands, proving they're trafficked by the cartel. Greg Abbott even said it a year ago. So why did he keep it open? It's easy, guys. World Economic Forum is Agenda 2030.
Yes,
it's all the same. See, here you go. World Economic Forum and the United Nations signed Strategic Partnership Framework. See, here it is. Get your PDF here to the New World Order. It's also known as Agenda 2030. It's being implemented right now in Texas with your World Economic Forum governor, Greg Abbott. So tell me, everybody on the right who believes that there's a division between the crookedness or the corruption, there's no difference. Greg Abbott is Beto. They're the same thing. You just don't realize it. Because everything's about divide and conquer. So while you think you got the good guy in, psych, your border's open. Psych, we're still gonna lock you down. Psych, you still have mask mandates. Psych, close your businesses down. Psych, they're all the same. And here's the proof. How many cities are turned into 15-minute cities? Do you know how many cities have signed on? In Texas. I know for sure Austin has.
I know for sure Cleveland has. And Cleveland, Ohio is far away from that border, but we are a northern border state. I'm always wondering, why is it, real quickly, you guys, I'll go right back to this video. Why is it that I don't ever see no migrants coming through Lake Erie? I don't see none of them swimming here, man. They don't want, that's a big sign. They don't want to be, because my governor is not a member of the WEF. That's why. All right, back to the national. His name is State Nationals Rock 16 on the TikTok CCP.
And Houston has. And when it comes to San Antonio and Dallas, they're all still implementing the same Agenda 2030. But let me show you Austin and Houston. All you got to do is type in C40 Cities World Economic Forum. Now, there's two versions. Some people are just calling it C40, so you get this idea of options. They have C40, and then you have Agenda 2030, but it's actually just the same thing, of course, right? So here's two of the Texas cities. Go to visit this, boop, it takes you right here. C40 is a global network of mayors of the world's leading cities that are united in action to confront the climate crisis. Anybody talking about climate crisis is Agenda 2030 World Economic Forum, United Nations. So there's Austin right there with the mayor of Kirk Watson. This is on the C40's website, you see? You see? And there's Houston. It's right here, guys. You see, guys, you have an illusion. Greg Abbott, everybody thought, oh, he's the good guy. He's the Republican. He'll stand up for our rights. He sold us out just like any other guy would. They're all on the same team. America is a corporation. This problem must be addressed first, or we ain't going to fix nothing. And if nobody wants to pay attention and figure out how is it a corporation and what does that all mean? Like, what does it actually mean to you? You must know this because it's a fact. America is a corporation. That's why this doesn't matter. The corporation owns this, and you're voting in the corporation vote. No matter who wins, the corporation actually wins, and all of us, the people, we lose. There's literally no way for us to win. If the government's a damn corporation, you literally have to fix this first. If you want to vote, you have to vote in the actual vote for the republic. You're currently voting in a corporate vote for a corporation that's privately owned by 100 shareholders, and it ain't you. And when you vote in there, you give them power, no different than McDonald's has power over its employees. You give the corporation, this corporation, power over you. That's how the system works. So number one, fix it. It's a corporation. You know this one.
And it's the president is the chief executive officer of this corporation called the United States of America. Of this corporation called the United States of America.
Well, folks, I can't say that he's wrong. Now, can you? I don't think so. I don't think he's wrong at all. I think he's absolutely right. America is a giant corporation. And what really sucks is, we got one or two. That's a two-party system that we have to choose from. It's going to keep going. Agenda 30 or 2030 is ran by the World Economics Forum. The reason why I bring up George Soros a lot is because he is a part of the WEF. So is Bill Gates, Bill Clinton. The Clinton Foundation is overseeing all of the money going over to Ukraine. Yeah, I shared that one too. It's almost as if this is all a plan. It's all a plan. And what better, right? We see Democrats for what they are soft on crime. They're for defunding the police. They don't care about police. They don't care. They're allowed to have riots. They're allowed to have their cities burned down and shoplifting out of control, drugs out of control, homelessness out of control. That's all fine and dandy. That's why San Francisco is being rebuilt. They don't want nothing to do with the people of San Francisco. The elites of San Francisco said, we're done. And they are building their own separate San Francisco. They're sick and tired of it. The Democratic ran states, the sanctuary cities. Well, we're not sanctuary no more. Hochul was like, wherever you plan on going, don't come here. If you want to leave your country, don't come here, is what Kathy Hochul said and she's the governor of New York. Everybody's losing their ever-loving minds. Today, we're seeing breaking news on the mayor of Dallas saying, "Hey, I'm a conservative Democrat, and that's not welcomed, and I want to keep my citizens of my city safe, so I'm going to switch to the Republican side." Liberals are losing their ever-loving minds. You know who did that as well? Misha Maynor. She's a state representative from Georgia. I had her on a podcast with me. She was elected as Democrat. Once she got in there, she switched. She switched her party, and she got so much hate and heat from it, like on her Twitter feed, especially. The real Democrats showed their true colors. I mean, they called her the hard ER N word. They called her also, I don't even want to say it, but it's all on her Twitter. If you want, you can go ahead and look it up. And I do have a podcast with her. I'll find it and I'll link it once this video is processed. You guys can watch that. But she got all kinds of heat because she did that too. There's no such thing as being a conservative Democrat. You have to be in it or nothing at all. It's just like the Democratic Party with their liberal constituents, their liberal, there are diehard liberals out there that are only Democrat, will only vote Democrat. And there are the people on the right who will only vote conservative. They'll only vote Republican. And I'm over here going, we got to do better. We got to do better, because what I do is, this is how I voted since done with Obama. I voted based off of your track record. Are you in it? Are you just talking to get up into the political hierarchy? And are you, what are you just lying to us? Political promises, and then once you get elected, you ain't shit, you ain't done shit but enrich yourself. Okay, then you don't get my vote. How about that? But I think anymore, dude, does our votes even matter? Does it? Because look at what happened with Donald Trump with the last election. Come on now. People have to stop denying the fact that that president won. He won. Our rightful president is Donald J. Trump. And people, look, I don't ever want to hear that Joe Biden scored more votes than the first so-called black president of the United States of America, okay? And the first woman president, okay? Like, come on now. We got to wake up. America has to wake up, and we have to know our Constitution, and we have to do something about it. We can't just sit here. Don't just sit there, do something. Remember who said that? Ross Perot. Look at I'm telling you my age right now. Don't just sit here, do something. I don't remember who said that. I might be wrong. And good, you guys, I want, just now that I'm on the subject of being wrong, sometimes I am. I don't know everything, nor do I claim to know everything. I like to be entertaining. I like to deal with, tell you how I feel. And I like that you guys join me. I think that's awesome. And I appreciate each and every one of you guys. I'm still locked out of my Patreon, just so you know. I've been fighting with them for almost 4 weeks to go in, and I'm feeling like this is a targeted attack at this point. Yeah. All right. I got a news clipping here of Newsweek magazine. These are the teens who were involved in the hit and run and the death of Andreas Probst. What this teen said, I hope it haunts him to the bitter end. I hope these words haunt him during sentencing, because since then, they have moved these juveniles to adult court. Commit big boy crimes, you better be able to, suffer those big boy consequences, right? All right, so I'll blow this up for y'all to see. A Vegas teen told cops, I'll be out in 30 days after he was nabbed in killing of retired police in hit and run. The teen, who allegedly mowed down a retired police chief in a fatal hit and run, told Las Vegas police he would be back on the streets in under a month, according to a report. His name just so happens to be Jesus. It should be Lucifer. Mom, you raised your kid absolutely wrong. Jesus, how do you say this name? Ayala. Jesus Ayala is accused of driving a stolen Hyundai Elantra on August 14th, along with Jasmine Keys, 16, and deliberately crashing into and killing Andreas Andy Probst, who is 64 years old, was riding his bike, and a disturbing video showed. Yeah, what they did was they live streamed this and made fun of it and said that N word got knocked the F out. That's what they said. Okay, so here's what Al I Ayala, who just turned 18, was arrested hours after Probst was killed and told the police while in custody he wouldn't be locked up for long. You think this juvenile, and he said the N word, is gonna do some effing, I don't know, I'll be out in 30 days, I'll bet you, Ayala told the cops, right? According to KLAS. It's just a blank hit and run, slap on the wrist. Well, apparently Mr. Alea here, Ayala didn't realize their actions killed that man. He was unalived because you and your friend were in a stolen car. Not only that, but they also hit somebody else. They also hit 3 cars. They were driving in a stolen vehicle. So the charges, what do you think? It's just a hit and run? What do you think? You can just steal cars and that's it? You could just steal somebody's car, steal something that's not yours, and you're not going to be. So I guarantee you the laundry list of charges are not just a slap on the wrist. Sorry, not sorry, kiddos. Apparently, you don't know shit. All right. Police had not yet told Ayala about any hit and run charges, and he was only arrested for a warrant and obstructing a peace officer, the outlet reported. Oh, so they didn't even have to say anything. He already admitted guilt. Stupid kids, man. These kids think they know it all, man. Ayala is being held at the Clark County Detention Center without bail. Was hit with 18 charges, including murder, attempted murder, and grand larceny. Ayala and Keys made their first appearance. Here's the suspect that said he'll be out in less than 30 days. How's that working for you, Jesus? How is that working for you? Now you're there without bail. You're held. No amount of money can get you out. Ayala and Keys make their first appearance Thursday in Las Vegas Justice Court, where the teens face charges as adults. Damn. Well, again, the states have this thing called, well, if you're big enough and your crime is heinous enough, we can charge you as an adult. And this kid is an adult. He's 18. That 16-year-old who was driving, though, I don't know which one was driving and who was the passenger, but it doesn't matter. You're still in the same car. Nobody did anything to stop this. So, well, I don't feel bad for these kids at all. In the brief separate appearances, neither teen spoke and was not asked to enter a plea. The 2 cases are being handled separately due to the timing of when they were arrested. Keys was captured on Tuesday. Both of these defendants will be charged with open murder, attempted murder, and many other related charges, Clark County District Attorney Steve Wolfson told reporters outside of court. This kid looks shit scared. Now, this kid here doesn't look like he gives a shit. He looks cold-blooded as they come. Sorry, not sorry. Hey, mom out there, you raised a damn devil. You absolutely failed your child. She actually came on the news and was like, he's such a good boy. Oh my God. Every one of them always does that. Both defendants will be charged with, I already read that. So here's the other defendant, Jasmine Keys. Here is the victim here, guys. This man was a father. He was a husband, a pillar of his community. He served as a police chief for 35 years. Prosecutors also sought high bail pending trial before Wolfson called the 2 a danger to society. The events in this case are related. He said, I'm very confident these cases will be consolidated. Keys, who was handed 3 charges, was arrested after he was caught on camera getting into a fight last week. Damn, just when I start feel bad for this kid, right? He looks like he is scared to death. But then again, you just kill somebody and then now you're getting into a fight? Oh yeah, you're a menace to society, kid. See you, bye. I can't stand that. The old school lib in me, you guys, like literally, being a liberal of yesteryear is nothing like a neoliberal today. Okay, I have compassion, I really do. But when you're out there live streaming, killing somebody, guess what? I have zero empathy for you. But again, as me as a mother, I look at these kids and I'm going, your stupid decision just erased your entire future. And I wish they had better parents. I really do. Because number one, where's dad at? Dad, anybody? Dad? No? Okay. So then you're raised by these mothers that don't give a shit, that just let the streets raise their kids and they wonder why they're doing this type of shit. Well, visit your baby boy in prison. At least you get that luxury. The Probst family doesn't. They have to go to a graveyard. So I hope that the jurors remember that come jury selection time and deliberations and time to hand down the sentence. All right. Police linked him to the deadly hit and run because of the white tennis shoes seen in both videos. Oh, so he's live streaming both videos. So he's live streaming killing this cop, and he's also live streaming the fight that he got because he thinks he's going to go world star hip hop. He's going to go world star, and he's going to go famous. He's going to go viral. Well, you went viral, all right, and now it's leading to a life sentence. Hopefully, the death penalty. I don't know. I don't know if this is a capital murder case. I don't know if this is a death penalty case. I would hope it is. The video allegedly recorded by Keys in August captured the moment the stolen car plowed into the back of Probst while the 2 teens laughed, saying, hit his ass. So here's the video. I'm not going to show it again. I made that mistake once before, and I have been forever scarred by it. And I apologize still to all of the people that were there to see it. There was probably like 600 people there. And I'm so sorry that if it did anything to you like it did to me, but I don't wish to see it again. That's one video that I'll never look at again. It's terrible. Probst was tossed over the hood of the car and left to die, which he was. His widow, Crystal Probst, and daughter, Taylor Probst, were in court for Thursday's hearing, but left immediately afterward without speaking with any reporters. Taylor Probst said on Tuesday the attack was senseless, a senseless killing caused by the effect social media has on our youth, not because of her father's 35 years of law enforcement. The 2 teens' mothers have spoke out about their son's heinous actions, but they don't share the same views. Wow. Do you see the difference between good and bad people? Do you see what happens when good parenting happens? The daughter of Andreas Probst, Taylor, goes on to say, these teens killed my dad, and it was because of the effect that social media has on these kids today, meaning they're dying to go viral and will do anything and everything to do that. It's not because he was a cop. Because how could they have known that he was a cop, you guys? He wasn't in any uniform. I agree with her on that. But the 2 mothers, shame on you. Shame on you. You could have agreed with her, but no, of course, because you have 2 great sons that do nothing wrong and they're just pillars in their community, like this retired police chief that your sons killed. Let's read what mom said. Oh, I'm pissed because as a mother, my kids know better. They know better. This is tragic, you guys. The 2 teens' mother have since spoke out. Here, let's blow it up for you guys to see. I don't know why he did this. Yale's mom. Oh, God bless it. Yala's mom. Yala. I'm gonna have a hard time saying that. Yala's mom told KLAS Wednesday, I don't know if God can forgive this. I don't know why you did this. Why? Well, your kid's running the streets. That's why, ma'am. Here's the still shots of, oh, so now we see who was driving. It was Jesus. Jesus was driving, the Hispanic kid, and the black kid was recording. He was the one saying, hit his ass. And that they did. Wow. Okay. There's Mom and Taylor. Clearly look like they have been through the ringer. Like, I don't think any amount of news or newspaper articles or YouTube videos, I don't think anything can prepare any of us for what these people are going through right now. My son's side of the story will be told the truth, not the oh, you mother you oh, I almost dropped the MFer bomb here. My son's side of the story will be told the truth, not the inaccuracies the media will try to portray, Keys' mother said in a text to the station. Oh, they're lucky that the death penalty will not be sought in either case because under Nevada law, they face 20 years to life in prison if they are convicted before they turn 18. So the mother says, your son's side of the story will be told the truth. He recorded it, ma'am. We all seen what he did. We seen how they acted. Can people be this stupid? Can they? Can they literally think that we're over here going, well, let's hear the truth from these kids? What are they going to say? I don't care what they say. I saw the video. So did about 1 million other people, if not more. What I heard on Instagram when they posted this live video, the comments were horrendous. So not only does the family have to live with the victims, right? Not only do they have to live with their father being killed and live streamed for everybody to see, the man that raised this woman, right, to be the woman that she is. But you also have to deal with the people, the cold heart, just the equally as cold-hearted people commenting on social media. And I haven't even looked it up yet, you guys, because I would be so infuriated that it would cost me money because I would probably throw my phone, which I'm not stupid enough to do that. I can't believe the audacity of these people today. And I'm talking in a general sense that you literally have 2 children that did this because of your shitty parenting, because you can't teach them the difference of right versus wrong and how to take accountability or responsibility, same thing. And you're going to say the truth will come out. We have already seen the truth. There is nothing that your kids can say to justify this. We saw their actions leading up to it. And that, how about the mom? If I would respect her more if she came on the news and said, you know what? I fucked up. I fucked up. I fucked up as a parent. My kid stole the car and he killed this man. He has to suffer the consequences. I would respect her way more if she did that. But as a mother myself, you got none. You get no empathy. You get no sympathy. You get no respect. Nada. Now that we've learned this is not a death penalty case, I guess the taxpayers will be funding them for the next 20 years. And mom and dad or mom and wherever dads are, will get to visit them in prison. Again, you can pay for their food boxes. You can put money on their books. You can go visit them. And again, the Probst family has to go to a cemetery. Jesus. The 2 teens arrested. The 2 teens are accused of going on a crime spree. Damn. Throughout the day on August 14th, they allegedly hit a 72-year-old bicyclist. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, I can't lock them up and throw away the key. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So they not only stole the car, but they also hit a 72-year-old bicyclist while in the stolen Hyundai sedan. They drove away. They crashed into a Toyota Corolla and again drove away before striking Probst. Oh my. D. Gillis, that's a great question. I wonder if this mom has more kids to follow in their path. If she does, I guarantee you at least one of them is in prison. They later apparently, holy shit, it gets worse. How could it get worse than taking a life? But they later apparently stole 2 more cars before crashing them into each other. You know what that tells me? Hold on, let's read this. The stolen Hyundai Elantra was found abandoned in a ditch with blood on the windshield, 10 minutes from where Probst was struck. You know what this tells me? That these kids have absolutely zero regard for human life, and they have zero regard for the laws. Well, you're going to have to pay for it, kids. What are your guys' thoughts on this? See, me, I'm all for the death penalty. I am. And I have people on the left who are anti the death penalty, but you're pro abortion. So, how does that work again? Yeah. I'm just calling out the hypocrisy where I see it. Again. How tragic. How simply tragic is that? That article is on Newsweek if you'd like to read it yourself, because my reading sucks. I'm sorry, but as a parent, you have a responsibility to your children to make sure that they're raised right with good morals and good values. But anymore, if you do that, you're labeled as a child abuser. Ain't that something? Yeah. If you try to teach your kid right from wrong, like, no, you're never going to be a girl. You're a boy. We celebrate that. We stand for our Pledge of Allegiance. We salute and welcome home veterans. We respect law enforcement. We obey the laws. Yeah, you're a child abuser if you do that, right? Fuck out of here. I feel as if we as a society should be able to take accountability when we fuck up. And apparently some people can and some people can't. So if you screw up, you should own that. Okay? Simple. Simple. Pretty simple. Not so simple for other people, though. Every time I see a article where there's a person getting killed by police, let's just say that pregnant chick that just got killed, right? She was shoplifting while 8 months pregnant, 10 to 12 bottles of liquor. Okay. She was confronted by police. Okay. She was confronted by the police. The police officer stood in front of her car and said, "Stop, get out of the vehicle." What she should have done, because people with common sense in their brains, you get out. You take your ticket for stealing and you go about your merry way and you make sure your ass shows up to court. You might have to go to jail. You might have to pay a fine. You might have to get put on probation. But what you don't do is step on the gas and hit said police officer with the deadly weapon such as your car. But the internet, oh, she was such a good woman. Her family, oh, she would never hurt a soul. She tried to run over a police officer and she's shoplifting alcohol while she's pregnant. She could have just got out and took her charges like a big girl, but she didn't want to. She thought, well, I'm just going to run this cup out. And this is what I'm seeing in society today. Such lawlessness and zero accountability for one's actions. That is woke. That is what woke means. It means I'm going to take all of my frustrations out on law enforcement and I'm going to blame everybody else for the actions that I do. It's the lack of accountability in this whole society that we have that makes everybody else who is a law-abiding citizen, it makes it bad for us. So there you have it. There is the story. We're going to be following this story, trust and believe, because I'm going to see this one through the bitter end. And I hope and I pray that justice is served. And I hope they get a life sentence because, A, the death penalty, well, it's off the table. Lucky for them. I'm a proponent for the death penalty. I don't give a shit. You take a life, you should be able to pay with yours. I'm one of those people that if you do the crime, you do the time. Me, I did the crime. Me, I did the time. I learned my lesson. I don't do that no more. But today, these kids are glorifying people. They have music that guides them the wrong way. They have social media that's guiding them the wrong way. Social media is raising children, not parents. And that is a problem. All right, guys, I will be doing another video. I believe I don't know what it's going to be on. So if you guys have any ideas, you can throw them at me now. Oh, yeah. The Caleb says the 2 accomplices should be charged with murder. Yeah, she was part of an organized theft ring. Yeah, they have these things where if you look at Marketplace and you see like baby formula and stuff like that, they're stealing stuff from stores and selling them on Marketplace. I'm over here going, and Facebook allows this. Don't ask me why, they just do. Yep, Peggy, I am on Rumble. Right there. Right there. Right there. Scrolling on the bottom of the thing. Anyhow, you guys, I hope and pray that the society somehow, some way heals itself, right? And gets better. And the only way that we're going to be doing that is to get tougher on crime. Okay. The only way crime stops is when the penalties for said crimes get a lot stiffer. Some of you might be fans of Ron DeSantis. I'm not anymore now that I've seen what he's capable of and what he's done. But what I love about Ron DeSantis is, and this should be federal law everywhere, he made it a law that if you molest a child, you're getting the death penalty. Yeah. So I feel like that was good what he did. Yes. And his do not say gay bill. I love that because it's not do not say gay. It's don't show our kids pornography and then we're going to be okay. The Parental Rights and Education bill. Nowhere in there does it say do not say gay. What it says is if you're a gay teacher, we don't give a shit. Just don't tell anybody about it. Don't tell the kids about it. You could sit in the teacher's lounge. Can't smoke in there no more, but I don't know. Just don't tell it to the students. Go back to how it used to be, where we don't even know your first name. Okay. We don't care about your relationship status. We don't care who you screw. That's none of our business. We're here to learn. And seeing as if their government or their Democrat policies, their woke policies, why are all the kids failing in Democrat ran cities? Well, because they've implemented progressive woke ideologies in schools. And Ron DeSantis today, I guess, banned scholarships from 4 schools in Florida that had direct ties with the Chinese Communist Party. Now we want to see why social credit scores and ESU scores and DEI is being taught in schools. Well, this is why it's part of Agenda 20. It's part of the huge plan. All right, guys, if we're my dog licked the screen and reported one of you. Yeah. Yeah. We all fund it. We all fund it by paying taxes. Sucks. Anything else? Hi, Eric Tate. What's up, guys? What should we do? What should we do a video on next? I'd like to know. Go ahead and put some in the comments over here so I can see which one we should do. I'm sorry I have subscribed to your channel for the sake of your reactions to Dina song. You have totally forgotten her. No, I haven't. I haven't forgotten her. I had some issues going on and I'll get it done. But, this is kind of more important to me. My country and my people are more important to me. I don't believe in war over in Ukraine and Russia. I don't think that the Ukrainians and the Russian people should be getting killed because of some WEF bullshit. It's a big old money laundering organization. All of our tax dollars going over to Russia. And when I did a Diana Ankudinova reaction, I got a lot of shit from a bunch of Ukrainian supporters, and I tried to let them know that I don't support either. I don't support the war in Russia or Ukraine. I think it's bullshit. I think it's a way to for the Bidens and Obamas and all of these WEFs that work with Putin hand in hand. They're all WEF, and they make a lot of money off of war. Meanwhile, innocent people are slaughtered. Makes no sense. It makes no sense that the liberals of today are so anti-war, right? They are. They're anti-war, but they're all for the war in Ukraine. Make it make sense to me. They don't make no fucking sense. So that's what I did. That's what I did. I focused more on what is going on today. Okay. And plus YouTube is getting rid of music reaction channels. Oh, I got the inside scoop on that. Just so you know. All right. Well, most Ukrainians are coming from America. What? Let me see. I'm trying to think. Deer Park, Texas. I went to public in Texas. I got my house. Oh my God. I went in for public intox because they came to my house and arrested me inside of my house, drug me to my porch to make it legal. I hope you won that case because that is absolutely crazy. Here, it's all about the money. Yep, follow it and you'll find it. Don't they know that courtrooms have recording devices and you can get a lawyer to get the transcript of you can get the transcripts. I would absolutely get an attorney to get the body camera footage. I would, if you have a camera system in your house, I would subpoena that from whoever is your camera provider. Cause I know I have cameras on my house. Like, I wish a motherfucker would try. I hope you settle that one out, buddy, because that one looks like a damn old nightmare. The Democrat administration is still not helping the people in Hawaii or Ohio. I found some really disturbing stuff on Maui, and Bezos and Oprah both painted their homes a specific color of blue, and their houses were safe from the fire. How? How? Somebody make it make sense. Somebody please make it make sense. Latinos for the border. Yeah, you know, a lot of people are Cubans that I know, Puerto Rican, Mexican, people from Honduras that I know. They are all came here legally, worked their whole lives to get where they are today. They thrived because they came here legally, which a lot of people were naysayers of me because I'm saying I'm pro legal immigration. Well, why wouldn't you just want people to come here? Well, look at us today, motherfuckers. Why don't you look what happened today? I'm for pro immigration, pro legal immigration, because when you come here through the legal channels, there's no speed bumps. You can get a job that has to follow our federal guidelines and not take advantage of you. You can get health care. You can get a driver's license. You can get car insurance. You can get a mortgage if you come here legally. That's why I'm for pro immigration, illegal immigration. I'm not pro illegal immigration. Sorry, not sorry. You want to come here, then do it like everybody else had to. But no. I say every one of us, hi Queen Bee. I see every one of us leave America, then come back through the southern border, get rid of our citizenship, come back through the southern border. Every one of us will get $2,200 a month of free phone, free food, free travel. We'll even get a free gas-powered scooter. How about that? Yeah, everybody else is doing it, so why can't we? Shit. All right, you guys, if you have any other ideas, please let me know. Please let me know what that would be because I'm kind of stumped here. What do you want me to do? Yeah, I had to say that. I can't say killed on my thumbnail because then they won't let you see it. Yeah, unalived. Yeah, I had to say that. Don't look at me. Oh, and a lot of you guys are saying that your comments are being deleted. I didn't do it. Don't look at me. Look at the old powers that be. Starts with a Y and ends with a tube. Yeah, they did it. All right, guys, I love you all. I love you all. I'll see you guys soon. Thank you for joining me. Until next time, stay real, take accountability, raise your kids right, make them respect the laws, make sure you can tell them no. All right, love you. See you guys. Thank you.